everyone, welcome back to another recipe video with Mr. Organic. I'm sharing something sweet again this time, and it's for a no-bake chocolate banoffee pie. Here I use the Mr. Organic cocoa biscuits as part of the Banoffee pie biscuit base. These are the most delicious, crunchy, chocolatey biscuits, and best of all, they are palm oil free. I took half a packet of these, or 10 biscuits in total, and I placed those in a food processor first. To that, I then added in 1 cup of oats, then 3/4 of a cup of chopped walnuts, and 3/4 of a cup of large pitted soft medjool dates. And then I just blended that up in my food processor until the nuts had completely broken down but also started to release their oils, helping to combine the mixture. I next added in 2 tablespoons of melted and cooled coconut oil, then blended it up again until that was well mixed through and the result looked a little something like this. I then placed that in a 24cm wide pie dish, although this could be made in a cheesecake tin or any other baking dish that you have. Then, using a spatula, I just spread it out evenly and flattened it down. I next just went around the edges and compacted the mixture down as tightly as possible using my fingers so that it sticks and holds together well. I then placed that in the fridge to set for 1 hour, and just before I removed it from the fridge, I made the filling. For the chocolate toffee filling, I used the Mr. Organic coconut and hazelnut chocolate spread. Again, like their biscuits, this is also palm oil free. I took a spatula and just scooped out the contents of 1 jar into a food processor. To that, I then added in 3/4 of a cup of soft pitted medjool dates. I also added in half a cup of oat milk. However, any plant-based milk will work for this. I then popped the lid on the food processor and just blended that up for a good 3 minutes until it was nice and smooth, and the end result looked a little something like this. I scooped the filling out into the base, which I'd removed from the fridge, and using a spatula I just smoothed it out evenly. I then placed that back in the fridge for a further 1 hour to fully set. Before I then removed it from the fridge again, I peeled and sliced 2 medium-sized ripe bananas. I sliced these at a slight angle to create longer slices, and then once I removed the pie from the fridge, I then just laid those on top of the chocolate toffee filling. I tend to lay these out first, starting around the outside edge. Then I move into the centre so that they're pretty evenly placed. I then created the cream layer next. For this, I took 2 cans of full-fat coconut milk, which had been in the fridge for 12 hours. And using a spoon, I just scraped out the coconut cream from the top layer. You want the cream only for this and not the water that separates in the bottom. I placed the cream from both cans in a large mixing bowl, and then I just whisked it together until smooth. I then spread that out over the top of the banana layer, all the way to the edges around the pie, and just made sure that it was nicely even. To finish it off, I then topped it with some dark chocolate curls and also some dark chocolate shavings, which I think finished it off really nicely and just adds another chocolatey element. This no-bake chocolate banoffee pie is creamy, chocolatey, and has an incredible biscuit base. The cocoa biscuits make it soft and crumbly, but it still holds together and the texture is more like a cake. It literally melts in your mouth, and these work so well for dessert bases. The filling is rich and smooth. The flavour from the coconut and hazelnut chocolate spread is heavenly and is such a nice combination with the cocoa biscuit base. The banana adds sweetness, and then the cream layer and the chocolate toppings finish it off really beautifully. The Mr. Organic range of biscuits also includes multigrain biscuits with chia and flax seeds, and orange biscuits with cocoa beans, both of which would also work really well for the base instead. And as well as the coconut hazelnut spread, Mr. Organic also have a dark chocolate and hazelnut spread, as well as a chocolate hazelnut spread. Again, both of these would work really nicely for this chocolate banoffee pie filling too.